All over the world, Hrithik Roshan fans are eagerly waiting for the War movie release on October 2nd. Being a Hrithik Roshan fan, I just made a Hrithik Roshan digital painting from the still of War movie trailer. And you can watch that digital painting from Hrithik Roshan's Instagram page in the tag list. I'm so happy to share with you all how I made this digital painting from the photograph using some Photoshop techniques. Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Jubair. This is the second video of my artwork design series, and today I am going to show you how to make a digital painting from a photograph, and I used Smudge brush tool and some other Photoshop techniques to make the digital painting of Hrithik Roshan from the still of War movie. Before I start the tutorial, I would like to ask you, please do subscribe my channel and don't forget to click on the bell icon. So let's quickly jump into the tutorial. So we are having this image to make the digital painting of Hrithik Roshan, and as you know that this is the screenshot from the movie trailer of War starring Hrithik Roshan and Tiger Shroff. Making a digital painting from an image is not an automation process, but it is not difficult too. So you have to be careful on certain things, then it will be easy for you to make the digital painting from the image. So the first thing that the resolution of the image, see if the resolution is too low, it will not be good for to make the digital painting. But the resolution is see here I used the resolution of this, so this is more than a full HD quality. So if you are using a resolution around 2000 pixels width and height, so that will be good for you, because we are using the Smudge tool. So in order to make that more realistic, the resolution should be around a full HD quality. So before we start the digital painting, we have to make some corrections on the image. So we have to go through certain image adjustment technique. So I'll be just doing that. So first you have to make this auto tone. Okay, the tone of the image has changed, and now auto contrast, you can just apply the auto contrast, and also you can apply the auto color. Now I'll be adjusting the levels, so go to adjustment and levels. So here I'll be increasing the contrast, so increase contrast number 2 I'll be using. So this will be like this. See if I disable this, so we got this, and I think that shadow is a little bit high, so I just reduce that. Okay, so this is fine. Okay, so now this is ready. Now I am just making the duplicate of this layer to apply some filters. So press Ctrl J or right click or duplicates. Okay, on this layer I'm applying a filter, and the filter is Smart Sharpen. So go to the filter, sharpen, Smart Sharpen. So here it will be, amount will be 300. Okay, and the radius will be 2 pixels. Okay, now just apply. The primary thing that we have to do before we start brushing is removing the background. So to remove the background, I am going to use our favorite tool, quick selection tool. Okay, so I'll be make this as the normal, and I'll be starting from here. So just drag. Okay, now we got this selection, and now I am going to mask this selection. So just click on the mask button here. Okay, we got the mask, and now I am going to refine the edges. So just right click here on the mask and refine mask. Okay, so we got this. I'll be making some arrangement here. So just enable the smart radius and just drag over here, so this will blend with the background. Increase the hue of further of 1, contrast 1. Okay, and apply. Okay, the mask is ready. Now I am going to create a background. So just above this layer I am just creating a new layer and just fill this with the white color. So I'll be just pressing Ctrl backspace so that the background color will be filled here. Okay, so I'll make some arrangement over this area. So I just duplicated this masked layer, and here I am going to apply another filter, which is unsharp mask. So go to filter, sharpen and unsharp mask. So I'll be just ranging the amount of sharpen to 60, and the radius will be 50. Okay, threshold will be 5 or 10 will be fine. Just see the changes. If I'm disabling the preview, it will be like this, enabling this. So we got some high contrast image and highly sharpened image. Okay, now let's start the brushing. So to make the digital painting from this image, I am going to use the smudge tool. So here we got the smudge tool. So we'll be actually painting each and every pixel of this image to get the digital painting effect. Actually time consuming, but in order to get a proper output, you have to go through each and every pixel of this image to get the digital painting. I'll start from the skin first. I'll be setting the mode to normal and strength to 50. Okay, even this is a digital painting. When you are using the smudge tool, you have to think like an artist. See, you have to use the brush from the brighter area to the darker, not from the darker area to the brighter area. So I'll be just using from here. Okay, and you cannot make the pixel shift. See, the actual size of the pixel should not be gone, so that is also you have to be very careful. So you have to make the brush just like we are smoothing using the brush tool. Now I am using the brush tool over this lips. Moving down to the neck area. So now we have done with the skin area. Now we'll be changing the hairs. We'll be painting over the hairs. Okay, so you can just make a comparison of this previous layer. The previous layer was like this, and now after the smudging, the skin is changed like this. Now we have to make more corrections over here. We have to make more brushing here. So we are going to work on the hair now. So for the hair, I am going to change the strength of this smudge tool into 50. Okay, and I'll be starting from here. So just zoom to here. I'll start from here. Okay, see, for the hair you have to brush on the direction of the hair flow. So that should be noticed while you are brushing using the smudge tool. You have to use the brush in the direction of the hair itself, so and you don't have to miss the details of the hair. So don't use a very large brush size, use the brush size accordingly. See, on this beard area, a very trimmed beard area, you can change the brush size and brush type also. So I'll be just changing the brush type to this kind of thing. So see, I'll be changing this, and you can make some arrangement here. So the spacing, if you want a little bit, you can just increase the spacing a little bit. So just 11. Okay, don't rub too much, don't move this against the direction of the beard, so that you have to be careful. See, you don't have to miss any tiny details of the image, because if you are losing the details, it will not look like original paintings. Now we have almost done with the brushing. Actually, we have completed the smudge painting of this particular image, but this painting is not complete. We need to do a little more. See, we got this like this. Now what we have to do is we have to make a copy of this by pressing Ctrl J. Okay, so we got totally 3 layers of this mask layers. So for this uppermost layer, I am going to apply the same filter which we have already applied for the underneath layers. So I am going to apply sharpen, smart sharpen. So this time I'll be adjusting the value of the sharpen amount from 300 to 200. Okay, and the shadow and all, I'll be just keeping it as 50, and the radius will be 1. And for the highlight, I'll be keeping it as 50, and the radius will be 1. Okay, just apply. So now we need to do a little more with this one more sharpened area, and also we need to apply a filter which is unsharp mask. So unsharp mask will increase the contrast of the painting, also it will sharpen each pixel. So we got a very accurate painting. So we got it like this. So amount of the sharpener I'm just reducing to 20. Okay, 25 is fine. and the radius will be of 50. Okay, so we are going to use the same smudge brush tool for this uppermost layer. So I'll be starting from here. This time I'll be using the brush size a little more big size. I'll be using this brush size, and I'll be using the mode as lighten, and I will paint only the lighten area. So the brighter area only will be painted this time, and I will reduce the strength into 30. So we got it like this. Now actually we have to blend this with the bottom layer, so just use the overlay. Okay, it is blended with the bottom layer, and I don't need a huge amount of overlay, so I'll be just reducing the opacity into 50, so I'll be getting something like this. Okay, so more contrast and more finished. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just making the duplicate of this layer. So press Ctrl J. I got another layer, and this time this will be in normal for the time being, and the opacity will be 100. Okay, and for this layer I am going to apply another filter, which is high pass. Okay, so if I apply the high pass, we'll get very sharpened edges in this mode, and I'll keep the radius as 2.5. okay, so now I'm going to blend this layer with the underneath layers. So for this I'm using vivid light. We'll have the vivid light. Okay, so vivid light provide a more light and sharpen edges, so all the edges will be so sharpened, and gives more realistic painting effect. And you can make some brushing over here if you want, and for this time I am not applying this much of vivid light effect, so I'm just reducing the opacity to 70, so we'll get in like this. So after applying the vivid light we got something like this, and this is showing a realistic oil painting effect, but we need to do some more work with this painting. What I'm going to do next is I am going to apply another layer. So just create a new layer, and I'm going to use our ordinary brush tool, and I'm giving some vibrant colors on some portions of this image, so that we'll get more realistic oil painting effect, which will give an original output of a painting that is done by an artist using paintbrush and canvas. So I'm going to give that effect. So in this layer I'll be applying the colors. So the colors I'll be picking from the skin itself. See if I pick this. So I picked this color, so which is brighter than the previous color. So I'm going to apply this using the brush, and for this I'll be using the brush, the first one, and which is having 0 hardness. Okay, so I'll just see, you may be thinking that what is I'm going to do now. So before I'm completing this, I'll just make this blending mode to overlay. So this will be like this, and the opacity will be 50 for the timing, so I will get something like this. Okay, and we need to do a little more with this. And okay, now we got this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the Gaussian blur for this layer. So filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Okay, make it as 20, or okay, 20 will be fine. So this is actually blended with the see. So we got some highlights of different colors. So this, and if you want, you can approximately change the opacity. So now we have to work on the background. So I'll be selecting the background layer, and here I'll be picking the color from this image itself. So I'll be using the eyedropper tool to pick the color. So first I'll be picking up the brighter color, okay, and I'll just use the brush tool and just increase the size, and I'll apply the color here. So this is too wide, so I'll just pick a little more darker color from here. So this will be fine, I think. Okay, so I'll brush it here. Now I need to match this background with this color. So just use image adjustment match color. Okay, we'll be using the reference as the original file, and the layer will be layer 0. So see, we took this layer as a reference, and this colors will be matching with the background. So we'll be getting like this, but this is too darker, so I just wanted to blend this to 50 so that only partially effect will come here. So we got the 50%, and I'll just increase the luminance into 120, so it gives a little more brightness, and the color intensity also to 120. So you can see that we got it like this. So before this was like this, now this is like this. Okay, and now if you want, you can apply some texture and all, that's up to you. Anyway, I'll just apply a filter which is the style is wind filter. So I'll be applying this. I'll be applying the wind. Okay, simple one, and just apply. Okay, so this will have that texture, and if I want to apply this, just apply the same thing once more. So you'll be getting, see, we have got the final output. If you want, you can apply some color corrections. You can again use the smooth tool and all, but I think this is fine. So we have got the final output, and you can notice that we have made this from this particular layer. So we have gone through this much of procedure, and we have made so many layers. So after going through all this procedure, we've got this final output. So we have made the smudge painting of Hrithik Roshan from his movie War. Okay, so this was the second video of my artwork designing series, and in this video you have learned how to make a digital painting from a photograph, and you have made Hrithik Roshan's digital painting using some Photoshop techniques. I will come up with another artwork designing tutorial in the next video. Before I signing off, I would ask you, please do subscribe my channel, and don't forget to click on the bell icon. I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye.